Hey everyone, Nick Gaumont here with Milk Your Music. Welcome to the third and final part in our series about making drones. In part 1, we reverse engineered drones that I'd created using a saxophone and a piano. In part 2, we created a drone from scratch using an upright bass track. And now in part 3, we're going to transform drums into drones. We're going to turn this tom hit into this kick and cymbal hit into this. Just like last week, this is a lot easier to achieve than it sounds, so stay tuned to find out how to do it. Enjoy. P.S. As I was filming this, the footage on my camera got corrupted, so halfway through the video, you'll notice me looking over to the side, talking to a camera that isn't functioning. What a noob. Whoa. Okay, just to keep it simple, we're gonna use just one of the overhead tracks. Okay, so here are some toms, just a single drum hits. Here's raw. So let's just see what happens when we tune it down, the warp off. Let's go super long. Whoa. That sounds fucking cool. I think I'm gonna save this. Already, that just sounds sick on its own. But let's see if we can make it into a drone of some kind. Okay, so just tuning it, not looking like it's gonna be enough. So I actually liked it where it was before, somewhere like at 24. Maybe lower. Let's try 32. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the warp on. Gonna give myself some room and we'll stretch it out. So that's coming from a tom track. So this should be relatively easy to turn into a drone because it's already kind of there. Just got to make it sound cool and not stupid. So let's try something really strange. Let's use a guitar amp on this. Try some presets as usual. We'll take note of that because that could be cool. That one, not so much. That could be very cool. So I'm just picking these based on their names, and I don't know any of these sounds. Some of them could be cool. This one's called drum. Let's see what that means. Oh, I don't even know what that is, but that's cool. Cheesy 80s metal lead. So I'm gonna go with that one. So this one's gonna be a bit different because there's no pitch involved really. Let's play around with some of the EQ stuff. That's usually my go-to. So I'm thinking this is probably gonna be some sort of background thing, so I'm gonna remove more highs, even though that part of the sounds kind of sounds cool. Well, let's see what it sounds like. Maybe we could do just a shelf. Man, it's kind of blowing my mind that this actually all started from a tom. So here's the clip that we started with. So that turned into this. So that's pretty freaking cool. I'm getting ideas right now. This is awesome. So I think this sound is pretty much done. Like, anything else that I would do to it would be to make it fit in the mix better. Because this sounds like a finished thing to me. Man, that's awesome. Whoa. Let's go find a part that has some cymbals too. Actually, so we're gonna take the same spot from where we took that walking bass line before. So this is as far away from a drone as I could possibly think of right now, so. Totally raw. Okay, so same thing as before, we'll just see what it sounds like if we just tune it. So that sounds pretty cool. Getting the feeling that this is gonna sound a lot like the other one, so we'll use totally different effects, I think, because this one already sounds distorted, and that's the angle that we took on the last one, so let's do something else. So let's see what happens when we reverse it, first of all. Yeah, so we're gonna try two things. So I'm gonna remove a lot of the lows and see if that interests me. And then I'm going to lock this timing in with the warp, tune that up so that just the pitch changes, and seeing if that sounds cool too. So let's remove some lows. It's not that cool, so let's take off a bit less. I mean, that could work, but let's try the other thing first. So we're gonna lock this in, and then we're going to tune it back up. That's not what I thought it was gonna sound like. So let's see what it just sounds like at 0 first. So that obviously sounds like cymbals, so that's not quite what we want. Let's just see what happens when we go all the way. Okay, too much. Let's try in the middle. I'm not hearing anything with this for now, but we'll use that as a challenge. Wow, that's interesting. Check out the waveform as I play this. Until you hear the click, it doesn't move at all. So that's how slow this is. So I don't really like the highs here, so let's... I like the end, not so much the beginning, like from here. Change of plan, so I'm gonna consolidate this and hopefully it doesn't crash things. Okay, wow, look what this turned into. Okay, so from here, going into something totally different now, so I'm hearing like an LFO kind of thing going on, so that means... Definitely some reverb. So like that. So that's cool because this just started from one cymbal hit really that we slowed down like crazy. What we started with was this. And then that turned into this. See, you can literally turn anything into anything else almost. That should be the title of this video. Whoa. So there you have it, 3 videos about creating drones. Surely by now you believe me when I say that you can take any piece of audio and turn it into a drone. These videos were mainly about creating drones, but they're also about using basic tools to transform audio in drastic ways. I've explored this a lot, and I still learned quite a bit as I was recording these videos, which honestly I wasn't expecting. Recently, I've been experiencing writer's block myself, and making these videos has helped me to get out of it. As I was creating these sounds, I was getting ideas for songs, beats, and even video projects that I could use these sounds for. It's really exciting to know that I can create complex synth-like sounds without having to use synths, because I hate synths. And all this while using recordings that I already have, and that sound nothing like the sounds that I'm going for. I hope you take some time to experiment with these things yourself, as I'm finding them to be truly indispensable. My name is Nick Gaumont. Milk your music. Subscribe!